Today we welcome you from a town on a beautiful lake, the Calavesi, with its countless islands. Hello from Kuopio. What's a host without an actual practitioner of sport? This time, it's Colin Phillips, and we're very proud to...
It's a very different experience watching the others jump for once. Maybe I'll take over your job soon, Mark.
The Nordic tournament continues. Well, that's a score he can be satisfied with today. The judges didn't evaluate his performance too highly, but not too badly either.
Well, that's fair enough.
I think it's okay. Let's have a closer look at this jump in the replay.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see that.
Yeah. Many jumpers say that it is sometimes harder to get... He's the winning type. He's rightly at the top of the ranking. While others are unsettled by bad conditions such as lack of wind or poor visibility, he just goes for it and makes incredible distances. There's no continuity in his jumping, no building in his last jump.
Perhaps he was too busy celebrating.
Thanks to technology, we can look at the replay and be clear about things. This winter sports center at the Puigio Mountains is 350 kilometers away from Helsinki. Ski jumping competitions were held here as far back as in the end of the 19th century.
That's what I call tradition.
Textbook technique, best conditions for a very, very big jump. Great.
Fantastic.
The hard training over the last few weeks has paid off, and it's reflected by the results. No reason to be dissatisfied with music.
No, he can pack his skis with a clear conscience and try to attack again in the next competition.
Yeah. That was an exciting competition today, don't you think, Colin?
Yeah, well...
Ski jumping developed from downhill at the end of the 18th century. The inhabitants of a small town in the province of Norway called Telemark probably got bored by always just racing straight down into the valley, so they started to jump over small elevations. At least that's the stories found by the sport historians about the origins of the sport. Let's have another look at the replay. Maybe we overlooked some details.
It could be. I heard that even private individuals could jump here for, shall we say, a small fee from the small jump. But still.
No, thanks. I like my job very much, and I would like to be able to carry on with it for a few more years. He's the winning type. He's rightly at the top of the ranking. While others are unsettled by bad conditions such as lack of wind or poor visibility, he just goes for it and makes incredible distances. Colin, look at this score. Is that okay?
Yes, Mark. He jumped well with a good posture and landing. Some of it did points. A few points deducted, well, they're understandable, really.
These are the results of today's competition, ladies and gentlemen. The three winners of the day, cheered by the crowd. Next time, things can turn out quite differently. We hope you'll be with us again. Mark Rafferty
And Colin Phillips.
take their leave of you.
Au revoir, goodbye, and auf Wiedersehen.
Goodbye. Hello to everyone from the northern shores of the Mjosa Lake in Lillehammer. Today I have expert help on my side, the famous ski jumper Colin Phillips from England, who unfortunately...
It's a great pleasure to me, my friends. Thank you very much for the invitation, and hello, everybody.
Good to have you with us for another event in the Nordic tournament. Great approach run, don't you think, Colin?
Yes, it couldn't be better. He's standing perfectly on his skis. If it were style points given for the approach run, he'd get maximum score here, Mark.
Yeah, but he also had some luck with the wax mixture. He chose the right pot for these snow conditions.
And he's going down fast.
I suppose we can have a look at the replay. Ah, there it is. So this is the result of the qualification round. Let's see who... Maybe we should talk about women in ski jumping too.
Oh, yes.
As in many other sports, the ladies hardly manage to emerge from the men's shadow.
Well,
I wonder why. Because they also achieve impressive distances. The actual record is held by the Austrian Daniela Eroshko with 200 meters. Well, you can be sure that he'll go to bed happy tonight. He made the most of his capabilities today. That was a decent performance and a good result for him. I think this is worth having a second look.
yes, Mark, I think that a closer analysis is always worthwhile.
The wind is almost perfect, isn't it, Colin?
Well, yes, that slight upwind might help gain some meters. A couple of meters, maybe.
Superb. A very, very nice take.
Yeah, excellent.
As if he had pushed the right button at the right moment.
Super. Absolutely super.
His performance is regular as clockwork this season. He's always in the top group. His practice seems to pay off.
Absolutely. He wouldn't let anyone pass him now, but on the other hand, he's not yet good enough to make the decisive step towards becoming number one.
Wow, amazing! That was an extraordinarily smooth landing. No shakiness, no swaying. He'll get an excellent score, unless the judges are blind. I even have an item for lovers of literature. Per Gynt, the protagonist of the famous poem by Henrik Ibsen, is said to have lived in this area. The hard work and training paid off. His posture is perfect, and the skis are fast as hell. Wow, he'll be rejoicing when he sees the style score for his jump. Perfect, the judges say. You actually cannot do better.
Nope, that's absolutely top whack.
The field of skiers is on the decrease. Only the best 30 athletes will come back for the decisive jump. And so we say goodbye to the other 20.
Yes, bye-bye. See you next time.
Bye. What do you think, Colin? Can he win the competition?
Yes, if he does another of those outstanding performances, there's virtually no one to beat him. He's in excellent shape, and of course, he's self-confident enough in his own performance. I'm sure we'll hear from him when it comes to the title fight.
I think the judges will have to give him maximum score. The landing was simply impeccable. Many jumpers will have looked at that with envy. That's exactly how anyone would like to end his flight.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Now we get the chance to analyze all the jumps. So this is an overview of the final ranking, ladies and gentlemen. It's been an exciting competition today, and that's how we like it. We'll see you next time. It's goodbye from Mark Rafferty.
And from me, Colin Phillips, thanks and goodbye.
Bye. Hello from the capital of Norway, the center of Nordic skiing. Hello from the Holmenkollen in Oslo. Today I have Colin Phillips at my side, who will give us first-hand information about ski jumping.
At least I can support my home country in this way.
This is the last round of the Nordic tournament. It's going to be an exciting event. Nothing's decided yet, not even at the top. The replay will show us now how on earth he was able to come up with such magic.
Yeah.
I think we've seen some nice and what's more, long jumps. And I also think... Can I risk another little climb?
No, and no again?
You may have a humorous and funny bone, but what about a sense of humor?
Oh my God, any more of that, I'm out of here. I've had it.
Wow, excellent landing. Telemark, the skis touched down flatly, not edged over. That's what the judges want to see. And the public too, of course. Congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations.
Let's take the time to look at the replay. Here's the final ranking for you, ladies and gentlemen. After a thrilling competition, next time all skiers have the chance to go for gold. Until then, I say cheerio and adios to my co-commentator, Colin Phillips.
Well, thanks very much there, Mark. It was a pleasure being here, really. I've had great fun. Maybe not quite as much as being one of the jumpers myself, but maybe next time. See you soon. Bye now. Take care. And
Goodbye. We say hello to you from the Julian Alps, from the beautiful Planica Valley, to be precise. I have a special guest today, Colin Phillips. Would you mind me saying that it's a stroke of luck?
seeing all that bustle around, I'd really like to go up there and jump myself. But this time I'll leave it to the other skiers.
Qualification can be tricky. A number of favorites have tripped up here by taking too great a risk. But really, it should be straightforward. The best 50 skiers out of 72 qualified. Going downhill with this jump.
Good pun there, Mark, but seriously, his last jump was much better.
That's what I mean. It's inexplicable that he's fallen so far behind. Let's have a look at the replay. A deep breath for all those... What would you tell someone to convince him about the sport?
Well, that's a difficult one. I'd say that ski jumping is not a sport, it's an art, a philosophy even, a religion.
That's laying it on a bit thick, isn't it?
Well, just make a jump yourself, 200 meters down the valley. Then you'll change your mind, Mark.
Well, that's good for the maximum score. At least that's my opinion. Let's see if the judges agree with me.
Well, I reckon so, Mark. By the way, have you ever tried to make a jump yourself?
No. Why?
Well, it would be nice if you, as a reporter, knew exactly what you were talking about, don't you think? Anyway, you're doing fine.
Thank you, Colin.
You're welcome.
We separate the grain from the chaff, so the fine saying goes.
Oh, the boys from the men.
Something like that. We read out... He's one of the outstanding jumpers this season, and he's rightly at the top. His form peaks at the right moment. Many of his colleagues could still learn from him. He's a pro, absolutely concentrated on training and competition, the winning time. Well, I, for my own part, would be happy to come down the jump without being hurt. But how about you, Colin? Would you be satisfied with this score?
Well, Mark, I'd have to be after a jump like that. But with all due modesty, I have somewhat greater ambitions than that. Do forgive me.
Let's have a look at the overall ranking after this fascinating competition.
Yes.
The winners' fans are cheering, but the skiers on the second and third place can be satisfied too with their performance today, I think.
Me too.
And thanks to all the others who made today such an enjoyable day. So, see you next time. Mark Rafferty and the British ski jumping star Colin Phillips say goodbye to you now.
Ah, well, next time I'd prefer to be up there on the ski jump myself,
Yes.
Mark.
Looking forward to it.
Bye, everyone.
Bye. This time we are in the so-called ski jump valley in the three-country triangle of Austria, Italy and Slovenia. I'm sure that not only fans of the British team will...
I'm happy to be here too. Hello, ladies and gentlemen.
Who will make the most beautiful flights? And more importantly, the longest one. We'll soon know on the last day of the Ski Flying World Championship. That's how it's supposed to look.
Yep.
Calm posture, no fidgeting, no arm movement, and his chest bent far over his skis. No problem with his skis either. The wax is superb. His speed at takeoff will be amazing.
Well, it should be.
Let's take the time to look at the replay. This is a crunch day for him today. His recent performances have been unconvincing.
Yeah, to say the least.
So mini crisis or no mini crisis, it's time for him to pull himself together. Otherwise, he won't end up with a place on the victory poster. Okay, the top skiers will make a better distance than that, but with this performance, he's certainly not among the worst athletes in this competition. Let's have another look at the replay. Maybe we overlooked some details.
It could be.
Ladies and gentlemen, here are the final results for your information. I'd be glad to have you with us again next time. And many thanks to my co-commentator, Colin Phillips.
Oh, thanks to you too, Mark. Thanks for having me. Thank you, everyone. See you next time.
See you next time.